MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Yu Darvish gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery, has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider, will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early. If he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now for the Reds, Joey Votto. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
The 1-0 is taken, strike one. Votto is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments. You don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Batting third, third baseman number 7.
Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. In there with base hit.
Batting fourth, the left fielder number 33, Jesse.
So striding forward now, Jesse Winker. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Here's the 0-1. Missed with a slider. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Votto over at second. Suarez at first, one gone. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Tyler Mahle will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Jose Peraza will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 9, Jose Peraza.
Now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the ship and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, Little League, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Step on the bag for one. Throw won't get him.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First pitch of the at-bat. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. And they're runners at the corners now. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Runners are at first and third, one away. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Grounded back up the middle. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Roll. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Rizzo at second. Hayward on at first with 2 down. Ready with the 0-2. Down the first baseline. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Batting seventh, center fielder, Albert.
Standing in, Albert Almora. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. So 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Skied into straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 2 and the Reds nothing. Now at the plate, Yasiel Puig. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch on its way. And that one right down Main Street. A bouncer to the left side. There's Baez. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
Digging in, Jose Peraza, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
3 balls and a strike to the shortstop of the Reds. Jose Iglesias waits on deck. The 3-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he rips it on the ground to second. And there's out number 2. At the plate, Tucker Barnhart, runner in scoring position with 2 guys. From the stretch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Ball 1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Up high, 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Liner toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price. This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Barnhart is off at first with 2 away. This is back toward the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. On now to the bottom of the second. The Cubbies are in front 2-1. Here's Addison Russell. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Second baseman, Addison Russell.
First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there 1-0. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
Now the 3-0 offering. Softly hit out to short. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit.
That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but it had base hit written all over it until the infielder made a nice diving stab on that one.
Into the box, Yu Darvish. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider, it's strike one. One out, nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Second at bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Nope.
2-0 now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Two-0 count, the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
3-0 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 3-2 pitch. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. Man at first after the 2-out walk. First pitch coming. Here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. A runner on first with 2 away. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Down the third baseline. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Cloud Gate there, a popular tourist destination at Millennium Park.
Leading off for the Reds,
leading off the inning, number 15. And they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him. Way in front of a great slider that time. A wave and a miss. A pause and the 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So one gone now in the Cincinnati third, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora, and that's the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Digging in, Eugenio Suarez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Two and one.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And that one just missed outside.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, and the Reds have come back to tie things at 2 apiece.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
The left fielder, number 33,
In now, Jesse Winker, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Hit back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So with 2 out here, Yasiel Puig gets a chance to bat this inning.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Yeah, and as we take another look at this pitch is on the outer half of the plate. The catcher doesn't know whether to backhand it or not, and it just skips off his glove for the pass ball. He'll be upset with himself about that one, no doubt.
A 1-1 count to Puig. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. But the Reds are able to square things up on this solo home run. We play 2.5, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Rizzo is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Ball. 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. Missed with the breaking ball.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And another pitch is hit foul as the battle continues here. Weekly hit towards first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High pop-up. Suarez has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 22.
Here's Jason Hayward now.
Hayward.
Now here's the pitch. Swinging a soft liner. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And after 3, it remains a 2-2 tie. Stepping up now, Jose Peraza. He singled his last time up.
Second baseman, Jose Peraza.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. One and one the count. This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Striding in, Jose Iglesias. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A cold strike on the inside corner. A 1 pitch on its way. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Peraza on at first, nobody out. And that misses. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Bouncer down the line. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Up next for Cincinnati, catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Stepping in, Tucker Barnhart, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Sharp ground ball to third. Bryant is up with it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher number 30, Tyler Mullen.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Tyler Mullen. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Chased a bad one there. 1-1.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
One and 2 now. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. One left for Cincinnati. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, all even at 2 apiece. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Caratini.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. There to take it is the sure-handed Iglesias, 1 away.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert.
Into the box, Albert Almora. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
So in now for Chicago, Addison Russell. First pitch on its way. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
The 1-0. And a check swing here, but did he hold up in time? No, he went around, says Earl Hendricks. It's strike 1. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Winker is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. We'll head to the 5th, tied at 2. Ready for another shot now. Number 15. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Number 15.
Here it comes. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
One and one to the Reds leadoff man. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1 and 2. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2 and 2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Count remains full. He'll try it again. 3 and 2. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Digging in once again, Joey Votto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Right to him. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take this sure out.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Eugenio Suarez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Jesse Winker, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 home. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Line to the right side. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. 1-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Winker stands at second with 2 gone. 2-2 pitch just missed.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Settling in now, Jose Peraza. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Looking to minimize the damage here. And there's one that goes about 60 feet 4 inches.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. It's laid off, but in there for strike one.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks his zone again.
Left side. Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. Reds get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the fifth coming up. It's now 3-2 Cincy. And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he fouls this one off. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll be a base hit for Zobrist. The pinch hitter does his job to set the table, and now the top of the order goes to work.
The batter, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. A ball and a strike now. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stepping into the box, Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
0-1 the count. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys, because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Standing in, Anthony Rizzo. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Zobrist, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Puig on the run. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Cubs strand 1. They trail 3-2. Carl Edwards Jr. takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 6, Carl Edwards Jr.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Jose Iglesias.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Cubs have decided to...
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Into the box now, Tyler Mahle. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. With a fastball, strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order, but they still lead it 3-2. Robert Stevenson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 55, Robert Stevenson.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Javier Baez.
First offering on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-1 misses, ball 2. To 2-2 now.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 home. Fouled off. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in, Victor Caratini. First two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Boy, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing two fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looks like he's seeing it pretty good.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, he had him down 0-2 earlier in this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put him away and end this inning. This has been a fun battle to watch.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on a dead run. And that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs. Still a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, number 15. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. 1 out.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Now batting, Joey Votto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch is a fastball inside. 1-0. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Hot shot down the line. This will get fouled. 2-1. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. And he just misses with a curveball.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Eugenio Suarez will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
The 1-1 is in off the plate.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit down the third baseline. Oh, look at Bryant. He's up with it. The throw. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready once again, Addison Russell. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And he misses there. 1-2. And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Daniel Descalso will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 3, Daniel Descalso.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Fouled away. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Puig, still ranging back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Cubs have come back to tie it at 3.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Now the 2-1 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Not definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A little bouncer. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Steve Cishek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
41. Steve Cishek.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesse Winker. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And now is Yasiel Puig. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And here's Jose Peraza. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Two balls and no strikes.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. The 3-0 pitch. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Up next for Cincinnati, shortstop, Jose.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches, it's certainly gotten away from him.
And that one stayed up a little high. Outside, 3-0 now. Tucker Barnhart would be next. Here it is. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now. Ready for another chance? Tucker Barnhart has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to third. Bryant's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Anthony Rizzo.
Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Barnhart is under it. 1 down.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. In tight, awfully tight. 2-0 now.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The 2-1 on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just got a piece up the line. And a barehanded attempt, but he can't get his palm around it.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He's set. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over. And the runner back safely. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Baez breaks from first. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs strand 1. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Kyle Farmer is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go number 15. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Slider's in for a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. One out, nobody on. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
He's set and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Bouncer up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. Finally, make him 1 for 5 now. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
That was a nasty sinker right there. Sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
In now, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Now the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Jesse Winker is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a line drive, and this game may not stay tied for long. That's down for extra bases. 1 run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. And it's not in time. He's safe as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Dan, this had all the makings of going extra innings, but right there, a knock to drive in 2 for your team.
Yeah, Dero, that's a huge 2 RBI base hit here in the top of the 9th inning.
Standing in now, Yasiel Puig. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike 1 and 2. A shot down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2. The 1-2 gets him looking up around the letters. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubbies 3. Rysel Iglesias is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth. Hit in the air to right field. Puig is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Second baseman, Addison.
Now at the plate, Addison Russell. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Russell behind 0-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
The pitcher, Steve Keisha.
Wilson Contreras will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And that's by him. It's 0-1. The pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Cincinnati came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Robert Stevenson pitches well enough to get the W. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the Victoria